Are you one of those people that know that personal growth is absolutely important, but you have no idea where to start? Well, stick around because I'm going to go through 3 things that's going to help you kickstart your personal growth journey. Hey guys, I'm Eddie Thomason, and on this channel, we help you shed self-limiting beliefs so that you can pursue a life that you're passionate about living. So if that is you, make sure you hit the subscribe button below and make sure you hit that bell icon to make sure that you don't miss anything that's going to give you the edge so that you can pursue a life that you want to live. Now with that, let's dive right into this video. As an inspirational speaker, the question I get all the time is, Eddie, where do I start? I know personal growth is so important and you talk about how important it is for me to get ahead in life, but where do I start? I'm just so lost, I'm so confused. I'm going to talk about the 3 things that you can do right now that's going to give you the benefit, that kickstart, the launch pad that's going to allow your personal growth journey to get started strong. Now, before I dive into those 3 things individually and what they are, I want to spend the time to talk about this first. You need to understand that the best investment that you can make is in yourself. I didn't say that. Warren Buffett said that. Warren Buffett is known as the best investor that the world has ever seen. The majority of his wealth has come from investing. But here this guy is saying that the best investment that you can make is not in stocks and bonds and all these other things, maybe like crypto and everything else, but instead the best investment that you can make is in yourself. It's in you, okay? And I'm going to take that a step further, and I'm going to say the best investment that you can make is in your mind. It's all up here. You have to change your mindset first, because when you change what's happening up here in your mind, then you allow your body to follow in that direction and go in the direction that you want it to, so that you can produce the fruit in your life that you want to see. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about tip number 1. Tip number 1 is basically listening. You have to learn how to alter what you're listening to. A lot of us may be listening to a lot of music as we're going on our commutes or maybe our runs or even our workouts. We're listening to songs, and I'm not knocking songs. I'm not saying that music is a bad thing. I definitely love listening to music myself. However, you should spend more time listening to podcasts and things that's going to influence you in a positive way than you do just listening to music and lyrics and just the feels and the emotions and the stuff that music makes you think about. Okay? I think you should listen more so to podcasts. You should listen to different people who are pouring into you these tips and tricks about personal growth and things that you need to grow in yourself so that you can learn more about yourself. A lot of the times we listen to music so we can feel good. We want to alter maybe the emotion that we're feeling right now, or sometimes we want it to highlight the emotion that we're feeling at the time. Example, somebody just broke up with you, and instead of listening to some happy-go-lucky music, you listen to something sad and depressing like, your dog just died or something like that, which is never fun. So you want to take that out of the equation and start listening to some things that's actually going to empower you and encourage you and lift you up to make you believe more in yourself and more in your own abilities so that you can go out and, again, pursue that life that you want to live, okay? So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, okay? Tip number 2. Don't know why I'm doing all of this right here. Anyways, tip number 2, okay? You want to figure out your association. Who you spend your time with will have the biggest impact on whether or not you actually create success in your life or if you fail miserably. So your association is huge. You have to figure out who it is that you're spending your time with and start to sever off these ties of people that's not adding value to you. If you have people that's in your life right now who's always nagging you, they're on your back telling you that you can't do something, or that idea that you have is so far like a pipe dream or something crazy, then you got to start separating those people from your life. You have to start spending less time with them. Start spending more of your time with those who are in a standpoint of life of where you want to be. If you want to start to create wealth and wealth mentality and learning how to invest in stocks and bonds and maybe crypto and things like that, then you want to start to align yourself and associate yourself with other people who are in that exact same industry so that you can learn and feed from off of those people, and your growth will continue to grow because everybody else that's not doing it, all they're doing is inhibiting your ability to grow in that particular area, because all they're doing is giving you their opinions, their thoughts, their things that's not even important, instead of these people over here on this side that's giving you true advice, things that you can do that's going to increase your level of knowledge and experience and expertise in whatever it is that you're pursuing at the time. I got to take the time to tell you guys a story because I just feel as though association may be the biggest part of all of these 3 tips, just because it's had a huge impact on my own individual life. The people who I associated with throughout my entire life have always been people who are in alignment with my goals, and it helped me go from this poor kid who was born in poverty in Baltimore City to transforming into a D1 athlete, to then even transforming to the first male in my family to ever graduate from college. And all of that didn't happen by happenstance. Of course, there was a lot of God's favor that was inside of there. However, a lot of it was just because of the company I chose to keep. I mean, my best friends that was in high school, we didn't party, we didn't drink, we didn't do anything like that. We just focused on football. We focused on grades. We focused on getting out of the environment that we were inside of so that we can create a life that we were happy to live. I'm pretty sure if I made the different decision, if I started hanging out with all the party animals and I wanted to get involved with all the wrong crowds, then I never would have had the opportunity to overcome my circumstances, because I just would have been doing what everybody else around me was doing. So my advice to you is start to surround yourself with people who are headed in the direction that you want to go, and start to limit the amount of time that you spend with people that are just not in alignment with your goals and alignment with what you want to do and the direction in life that you want to take. You got to start figuring out that part, because your growth, your personal growth, that journey, you need to have people that are alongside you that will give you accountability. The people that will say, hey man, I know your dreams and goals are bigger than this one small petty decision that you're about to make. And you need to have some other people that's going to hold you accountable so that you can keep pressing on and moving forward towards your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. So tip number 3, the very last one that we're going to talk about today, is books. You need to invest in books. You need to figure out whether or not you can go to the library and you do it for free. You need to figure out if you're going to go to Barnes & Noble or Amazon, Kindle. I mean, there's so many different ways to consume books today that, we don't have to go and spend a whole lot of time on it. You can figure it out because you're awesome. I already know that, right? So with that being said, make sure you start to invest in self-help books. I'm not knocking novels or fiction things, but for me, I look at those books more so as entertainment. I don't want to live out some fantasy character in a fantasy world going through fantasy problems. That's just not me. I'd rather read a book that's telling me step-by-step examples of what I can do so I can grow myself, so I can grow skill sets like people skills and mindset and personality perspectives and things from that arena, so that I can add the value to myself that's going to make me much more valuable as I go out and either try to find jobs, as I grow in relationships, as I grow as a dad and a father and a husband inside of my own individual personal life. Those are the things that you need to start investing in so that you start to learn what you don't know about you. In life, there are actually 4 window panes of knowledge. There's the window pane that people know about you and you know about you. It's a pretty transparent piece of glass. Both people can look in and look out, and they just know, right? It's things that you individually know. Then the second window pane is a little bit more opaque, okay? Which is basically the window pane that says you know about you, but others don't know about you. It's your secrets, the things that you hold into yourself that you don't want other people to know. I wouldn't call it regrets, but it's just secrets, things that you're not so open about sharing and open about just telling everybody else about. Then there's the window pane that's a little bit opaque on the other perspective. There are things that people know about you, but you don't yet know about yourself. And a lot of the times that's the power that you have within inside of you. Think about some of the people in your life that maybe have told you something. They've given you a compliment of how beautiful you are, or how amazing you are, how smart you are, how you're a natural born leader, and you automatically just reject all of those accolades and those compliments. Well, a lot of the time is because you don't see that in yourself yet, but somebody else on the outside can see that inside of you. So you got to make sure you know that individual window pane. And then the very last one is all the way opaque, okay? Talk about transparency, there is none. It's just basically a blackout wall that you can't look through. And that's basically what you don't know about you and what others don't know about you. And that, my friends, is why you read books. Books will start to reveal you to you. You will start figuring out things in books that nobody else would be able to tell you because they don't know it, but you'll also be able to figure out things that you never even knew about yourself, that you're passionate about, that you need to work on, that you need to improve. And that, my friends, is how you start to really take action inside of the personal growth journey. You can't change nothing that you don't know how to change. So when you read books, it gives you the thought process and the mindset to prepare you to live that life and make the changes that you need to. I call it pruning, pulling back some of the things that you don't need so that you can live the life that you actually are meant to live. If you need help with just that identification process, or you need a starting point for a book or something that you can start reading right now, guess what? I'm one of the Amazon best-selling authors in 8 different categories. I want to offer something of value to you, which is my book. It'll help you go from this idea, this dream of what you want to create, this big goal, to actually giving you the foundation of the habits that you need to create in order to attain that goal. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a raffle, and I'm going to give out 3 books. But how you get your name entered into that raffle is like this video and comment down below just saying, I want it. That's it. Plain and simple. And make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. That's how you're going to get entered into this raffle to receive a signed copy of my book. And if you're curious about what the book looks like, here it is right here. Here's the Unlock Yourself, How to Earn the Success You Were Born to Create. It's my baby. It's something that, again, I'm very proud of, but I think more importantly, it's going to be of value to you. I'm so excited for this raffle. I think it's going to be an amazing opportunity for me to get to know some of you guys, but also start to develop a little bit more relationships with a lot of people that's on this channel. And I'm excited, man. So if you guys are interested in doing something like that, make sure, here's the 3 things real quick. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that you hit the like button to this video, and then make sure you comment down below saying I'm in, okay? I'm going to announce the winners next week on the next Thought Thursday videos. Those are the 3 things you have to do in order to have a chance to win a signed copy of my book. I'll just ship it straight to you because I believe in giving. So those are the things real fast that I wanted to share with you guys. Again, let's recap from the beginning. We talked about listening and why that's important. We talked about your association, and we talked about reading. And those are the 3 things that you can start doing right now to make sure that you launch your personal growth journey strong. If you guys really enjoyed this video, I want you guys to take the time to check out a playlist that's going to be at the end of this video. That's just a lot of information about personal growth and how you grow yourself, and maybe a little bit on mentorship and how you find mentors, because those things are also important. We just didn't have time to go through all this inside this video, or otherwise it would have been dumb long. I wanted to keep it pretty simple for you guys to follow and been able to do something right now so that you can start your personal growth journey without any excuses, any interruptions, any things that you're going to tell yourself that you can't start today. So with that, guys, I'm all set. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Hey, if you made it this far inside of the video, that means we built some type of rapport, some type of relationship. So make sure that you hit that like button to this video. Make sure you subscribe and you hit the little bell icon to make sure you miss out on none of this valuable information that's going to help grow you into the person that you're meant to be.